You did you did co-ops, right?
Yeah, we didn't have. I didn't even go to the graduation we had.
You didn't your homeschool co-op graduation?
Correct.
You just don't care about your peers, seeing the
I
people
well,
in the same stage of life as you.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Just a general loathing for most of humankind.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting that idea. Heard it here firsthand. Just a general loathing.
I was too cool. I was just such a cool kid.
You were pretty cool. You were definitely the coolest kid in the homeschool co-op.
Mm-hmm. It's true, which is saying a lot because there was a kid there who he played Beyblade, and that was gnarly.
But you played Bakugan, which was the cooler one.
Of course.
Yeah. Do you remember?
Did those come out at the same time?
Those, I don't know if they did. I think Beyblade was a little after Bakugan, but they were pretty close.
Gotcha.
I remember them both in like the middle school period. There was one other one too, but I can't remember what it was. Maybe not. No, maybe not.
I mean, there were other kind of trading card. Well, I guess Beyblade isn't a trading card game.
No, it's not.
But Bakugan was.
Yeah, Bakugan. Bakugan.
Yeah, because you would roll the little guys on there and go. Pshaw!
Yeah, they had magnets in them
and just sneak up on you.
Yeah, those were cool. Those were cool. And then they have their own like TV show.
Yeah, every toy line like that had a TV show.
Did Beyblade have a TV show?
Yes, it did.
That's ridiculous. At least the Bakugans were like characters.
It was on 4Kids on Saturday morning.
What was even the plot? Who were the characters? Just people spinning tops?
Do you think I remember this?
I mean, you remembered the channel it was on and the show.
Well, yeah, but okay, I didn't watch it.
Okay. All right.
I was watching Kirby Back in Action, thank you.
Never heard of it.
Oh my god, it's the greatest. One of the greatest TV shows ever made.
Is that about the Mario character, Kirby?
Yes. Well, no. Because Kirby isn't a Mario character.
He's his own.
Kirby is a Kirby character.
Okay, bye. He's definitely he plays with Mario. He's in Mario's games.
Super Smash Brothers, that's it.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's its own franchise.
Wow,
There's some pretty decent games.
I feel like there are a ton of characters that I think are all connected just because of Super Smash Bros., but they're probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I totally assumed Kirby was a Mario character.
No.
I guess okay.
How dare you?
That's my bad.
How dare you disrespect our Lord and Savior Kirby?
That's embarrassing for me. Anyways, you'll cut that part out, right?
Yeah, except it's changing, remember?
Oh, because you're doing Auntie's Hill.
No, it's Die on Any Hill, thank you.
It's Auntie's Big Hill. It's just going to be a picture of a hill, huh?
No, it is Die on Any Hill, not Auntie's Big Hill. That is elsewhere, thank you.
My bad.
I would not broadcast such a thing to the internet. My hill is sacred.
This is a whole nother series for another day.
Yes.
Okay. Well.
So yeah, that's a great way to introduce us into the show.
Yeah.
We're now formally unqualified. Now Die on Any Hill for search engine optimization reasons. I'm your host, Auntie.
Search for Hill.
Yes. Well, it's more when I say, hey, like a friend, I'm like, hey, Google my podcast, and it's like, you can't find it. Because there's a billion podcasts named Unqualified. So screw that.
I bet they are all the exact same two white dudes who were just like, hey,
Yes.
let's do a podcast. And they all named it the same thing.
So yeah, welcome to the show. We take hot takes and discuss them, and we will get it. We will die on any hill. Haha.
You don't need. I know how the show works. You don't have to explain it to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm going to start when you are.
Well, yeah, it's an intro, so if people listen, no, why? No. It's for the audience, damn it.
I know that. Okay. I'll start if you're ready.
Yes.
Okay. I think that everybody should go ahead and switch to a foldable phone. I think phones, cell phones, personal phones need to go back to foldable. Not like the old like track phones or whatever, like actual flip phones.
Mm-hmm.
Not track phones. What am I thinking? BlackBerry or whatever. But like
A flip phone?
there's a certain brand that was associated with it, but I can't think of what it is.
Oh.
But I think, like the foldable, like touchscreen phones.
Yeah.
That's the direction that phones need to head.
Like the Google Flip or whatever it's called.
The Samsung Flip, I don't know, Google may have one, but the Samsung like Fold or whatever is the Galaxy Fold is the big one. And that's probably the closest I've gotten to switching from Apple is for that. But it's at this point.
You should just switch. Okay, that's another debate. That's a different hill.
All right.
That's not the hill we're on.
It's not the hill we're dying on today.
No. We're talking about flip phones,
Yeah.
not phone companies.
Yeah, so anyways, Apple's so much better than Samsung. But I was just thinking that would probably be the closest I would switch to a less superior company, but I wasn't quite enough. Because they're too expensive.
Why does it interest you so much?
I don't know, because I think phones have been the same. Like they're just the same flat like slab, and they've been the same for 20 years now. Or not 15 years or whatever, but there's just
That's not true. Apple started removing features.
to make them even flatter slabs. They're just becoming there's nothing fun or interesting about them. It's just the same phone being released every year with like a slightly better camera. And so, like, remember how I guess this wasn't really our generation, but I feel like it must have been so exciting when, like, Apple announced the first iPhone. And people were like, oh my gosh, this is going to revolutionize our phones. And I feel like foldable phones, like, that's going to be the next step up as far as phones go. Like, phones, not necessarily just like the single flip phones, but just phones that can be melded somehow.
Why? Why would they turn into that?
I don't, just because think about how much less space they could take up. They would take up less space. They'd be more convenient. I hate this trend where phones are just getting bigger and bigger.
Okay, I get it.
I like phones that are getting smaller. I like the action.
Doesn't a folding phone make a bulkier, like, isn't it bulkier in your pocket?
Maybe for the time being, but I think what we need to do is all buy the foldable phones so that phone companies realize this is what the people want, and then they actually start putting their time and energy into making them practical.
You could do that. You could buy all the phones.
It can't just be me. One man is not enough. But if you buy every single one under a different alias. No, one man is not enough because I don't have enough money.
Oh,
they're like $1,500 per phone.
That's ridiculous.
And it's for like technology that is much more likely to break in like a year. So I mean, you're spending like twice as much for a phone with like a third of the lifespan.
So would a foldable phone fix that?
No. A foldable phone is the problem. That is the problem with with them right now.
Oh,
I'm
right
just
now.
saying.
Gotcha.
I want phones to keep heading in that direction, and then as soon as they get good and affordable, as soon as Apple makes one, I feel like I'm just had to purchase it. I had to get it.
I will be on board when I know there's like, I don't want it to fold like two regular size phone screens folding over on each other. I want it to fold like a Game Boy.
Like vertically? or not vertically,
Yes.
but like, yeah.
And just be like the size of a Game Boy.
I mean, they have that, but it's the size.
They
It's
do?
like this size for
Yeah.
when it's folded, and then you flip it open, and it's like a tablet. That's one of them. There's like a Galaxy Fold, and then there's a Galaxy Flip. And so Fold, I think, is the one that is a tablet, and Flip is the one that's like a flip phone.
I'm here for the flip phone one, and then
You
I
just
could,
said the
like,
Game Boy one.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
The Fold is the Game Boy one that you're talking about.
Oh wait, why is that one fold and the other one flip?
Because you flip the phone, the other one is like a fold.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want the flip.
Okay. I think you and I are on the same page. You're saying you
Okay.
want the Game Boy one. That's the Fold one.
Yes.
That's the Fold
Yes.
one. That's Galaxy Fold.
No,
Galaxy.
because it doesn't flip open like a Game Boy.
No, it does. Okay, Galaxy Flip.
I am sending you a picture of a Game Boy right now.
Galaxy Flip is the regular size phone, but it just folds in half. The Galaxy Fold.
Yes, that's the one I want.
Oh, that is okay. Well, fine.
Because it flips open like a Game Boy.
Sure. If that's yeah. I agree.
I'm committed. I'm sending you a picture of a goddamn Game Boy.
I know what a Game Boy looks like. It was just the way you were describing. A Game Boy is long though. Like, I feel like it's useful to be able to like set your phone up with like a little camera. Like you have the phone partially folded and you just sit it down, and so the camera's like facing out. So it's got its own little stand. That's useful for a flip phone. You have like the little
This.
there it is.
This shape.
That's
that one.
That's the Galaxy Flip. Okay.
Okay.
For some
yes.
reason I was thinking that it was longer. It was like wider.
Were you thinking of a DS?
Yes, that's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah. I never had any of them as a kid, but
me either. Which is why I want a phone that looks like a Game Boy, so I can have an adult Game Boy.
that would be cool. Everyone would just think you're playing on a Game Boy, but it's just your phone.
No. Well, no. I could play Game Boy on my phone, which looks like a phone, not a Game Boy. So no one makes fun of me for my Pokemons.
You probably could. They probably have all the Game Boy games as apps on your phone that you could just play.
I mean, kind of, not really. You can acquire them.
Yeah. Like,
but they aren't like available.
what is
It's illegal
to put Game Boy apps on your phone? Like
so you can
like the
get an
companies haven't
emulator.
just made them as mobile.
I have a Game Boy emulator on my phone that I can play Pokemon on.
Okay. And that's illegal. Did you just incriminate yourself?
I mean, see, is it illegal? Yes, because you are using an emulator and they don't have the license for the game. Pokemon is a multi-billion-dollar company. They'll be fine if I don't buy a copy of Pokemon Fire Red.
They are going under as we speak because
They are
you
not.
are not giving them your money. You were just trying to convince me that one man can make a difference on a billion-dollar industry.
I don't know.
And-
Yeah, well, that would
now
have been
suddenly,
so much
and
work
now
and
suddenly
money.
it's fine for you to just steal games.
This is not buying however million Samsung flips there are. This is buying one copy of a Game Boy game.
I've seen the double standard here, but whatever.
How dare you?
Were you into Pokemon Go when that was a thing?
Absolutely not. I hated it.
But
It
you're
annoyed the.
Why? You just said you loved. You just said you have Pokemon on your phone. Why not
do.
Pokemon Go?
I have regular Pokemon, but it's so Pokemon Go was happening when I was working at Holiday World, and everybody was so fucking obsessed with it, and I got so tired of hearing about Pokemon Go. Are you on Pokemon Go? No. What, dude? Why not? I got other shit to do.
All right. Well, sorry, I didn't realize you.
I
had
have
other
better
shit
games to play.
Got other games I gotta be playing, man.
Duh.
Pokemon Go was kind of a like a revolutionary game. Well, I guess it didn't. I don't know if that's maybe too strong a word because I guess nothing has really changed.
I don't
But
know.
just the
It
concept of
definitely
it.
had a cultural impact.
Yeah, the concept of it was like it's really unique compared to every other mobile game
Yeah.
at the time.
I think it's interesting, and like if people want to enjoy it, that's fine. Like I've heard it's still very good, but it's just I like Pokemon. I don't like Pokemon that much.
Yeah.
And any game that like forces me to log in regularly or like commit to them time.
Do you remember that time that you and I'm pretty sure it was you that we played Clash Royale. We were on Clash Royale for a little
I
bit.
think I played like one game. I do not remember.
Okay, never mind. Whatever. I guess you're not a real one. You don't have Clash Royale.
I'm not. I am a figment of your imagination.
I definitely tried to make you play Clash Royale. I was big into that
Probably.
for a while. Yeah.
And I was probably like, I don't like mobile games. Thank you. Have fun.
I'm gonna go play Pokemon by myself.
Yes, exactly. I don't want to play with other people.
Okay.
We've gotten a long way away from the
anyways.
folding phones.
I've said my piece on the folding phones. That's the direction that technology needs to head. It needs to be more. I want to be able to sit down and my phone can bend with my curves and I don't have to worry about it breaking.
Yeah, but sure, I don't think it has to go that way. Who knows what way it's going to go? I think there's going to be glasses.
I mean, you think Google Glass from like 10 years ago is going to come back?
No. I don't think that's going to come back. I think someone's going to do it and actually commit to it.
I mean,
which is something Google can't do, but that besides the point.
Apple's making those Vision Pro, like the mixed reality VR headset. So, I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen.
I'm sure mixed VR is going to become the next big thing. Like the headsets are just going to keep getting smaller and smaller until they're basically glasses. But it's still not the same.
Instead of a brick writing on your face.
It's still not the same as a phone because, like, I guess how would you navigate it? Like, do they read your eye movements or whatever?
Somebody will figure it out. I've read enough science fiction. I know this.
All right, somebody somewhere will figure it out.
Exactly, and they're gonna make $1 billion.
Yeah,
or get screwed out of $1 billion.
One of the two.
I think it's gonna be a while before it heads to that, but I think that's what it's gonna end up as.
I'm just really bored with phones currently, and
that's valid.
Yeah, and so I see the exciting phone, and I want them to be putting more time into making phones cool again, versus just doing the exact same iPhone with a better camera and making it bigger every year.
Apple's not gonna do that.
I know. This is just where I get to rant about it. All right.
Okay, that's fair.
Anyways.
Don't roll your eyes at me, young man.
Don't shake your finger at me.
Yeah, I have nothing else to say about flip phones. I also like the idea. I think it's neat for the same reason. Phones are boring.
Yeah.
But I really don't think the novelty is gonna stick.
I mean, I agree, because then it won't be novel anymore. But it is what it is. I've accepted the fact I'll probably never own a flip phone, because by the time I can afford to just throw out $1,500, technology will have moved to something else than flip phones.
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. It'll be something else cool.
I guess.
Or stupid. Not as cool as a flip phone, though.
Yeah, not as cool as a flip phone. Everything has, like, there's always this trend where things go back to how they were, like, 15 years ago, and then it's suddenly cool again. Like, I mean, like, you look at, like, streaming. Like, streaming was the big thing, and now it's just back to cable, but with a slight upgrade of you can, pick whatever you want, but it's still the same price with ads every couple minutes. And so that's what phones are doing now. Now they're going back to trying to tap into the nostalgia of having, like, the flip function, but just the upgrade of a touchscreen. Things just keep cycling back.
And eventually we're going to be...
Eventually we're going to go to the glasses phase, and then people are going to be like, I wish we had our old boring touchscreen slabs again. And then a company's going to make that as like a retro product. And it was going to be like, oh my gosh, this is so fun. That's all.
Okay. I have nothing else to add. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Let's move on, I guess, if my topic's so uninteresting.
Well, okay, we've been doing, it's been like 30 minutes. Thank you.
You're just itching to talk about yours. I can tell.
No.
I have nothing more to say.
Quit bullying me, God.
I have nothing more to say either.
Okay.
I'm ready to move.
So on to mine. Way more interesting topic.
Okay, whatever.
You know, when we are born, there is something that is predestined in us by mysterious forces outside our control that we can only read through the stars. Do you agree?
No.
Oh, okay.
But keep going.
Yeah, astrology. I'm here for it.
Okay. Okay.
Zodiac, all that stuff. I 100% believe.
Okay. What is what is your sign?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Oh my gosh. Did we talk about this already?
Probably.
I'm suddenly having a flashback now that I asked you what your sign is. Maybe. Okay.
What is yours?
Mine is Pisces.
Oh my God, we have talked about this, I think, because I remember being like, I have a billion Pisces in my life.
Yeah, I feel like I remember talking about our star signs, and then I don't know what it means to be a Pisces, but I don't think it was our topic. I think it was just like a tangent that we went off on.
Cool. Sweet. But yeah, I really enjoy reading these like the things about astrology and like your sign, because yeah, there are parts of it that are super vague and stupid, 100%.
Yeah.
But like, look up your actual birth chart.
Are you telling me to do it? Or are you telling the
Yes.
listeners? Okay.
Both.
What, like, I type in my February?
There's one I've used that I really like. Oh shit!
Okay.
I launched Minecraft accidentally.
Oh no!
Hold on.
I've accidentally been playing
send you a
Minecraft this
link.
whole time. My bad.
Yeah, maybe I would. Okay, because you're being mean.
Do you say you're sending
Maybe
me a
I would
link?
like to play Minecraft.
Okay. So my name. Oh no, never mind. That's not my name. My name.
It's okay. I'll bleep.
So do you think there is some legitimacy? Like somehow the time of year affects how you are raised? Or not how you're raised, but how you develop. You still around? Oh my gosh, you're frozen. Should I disconnect? Because you're completely frozen on my screen. I don't know if you can hear me at all. Okay, so we were back at looking at our charts.
Yes. You know,
was that where you?
The fates
is that
apparently
where you
did not
on?
want us to look at our
I was
charts.
gonna say, did you just send me a link to a virus or something that's gonna crash my computer?
No. Don't worry about it. Just open it.
Just open it. Okay. Well, I'm already in it, so hopefully you're not stealing my
okay, cool.
all my data.
I am.
Gotcha. I don't. Oh gosh. I don't understand this. No. I don't understand
what
this birth time part.
What about it? What time were you born?
4:44. So I got 4 p.m. and then what is this little number? There's a bunch of numbers here. Through 59.
Is it the 13, 14, 15?
No, it's just a thing 1 through 59, and then you just select it. Oh my gosh, that's the minute. I'm so freaking stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't know what that was.
Good God. Yeah, my computer crashed, but at least at least I know what a minute is.
I don't know why that was so confusing. I think because it said 4 p.m. at the other thing, and so I was like, okay, well that's the whole time, 4 p.m. Okay.
Oh Lord.
Well, at least my computer knows how to not crash.
Shut up. You don't know what a minute is. I stand by it. I'm not the dumbass here.
Okay.
Good God, we are so hostile this episode. It's been a while.
Yeah, okay. So I've got my...
But yes, astrology. I think there are some legitimately interesting things and trends.
Oh yes, this is what I was...
With your birth chart. No,
My birth chart?
Yes.
My...
Did you say chart?
Yeah. That's what you said. Anyways. That's what I was asking you when you crashed was... Do you think that there is like some legitimacy to like the time of year affecting the way you develop?
Yes. That is what I think.
What is it? Please explain.
I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense that... I don't know. I mean, you got to consider every little factor is like kind of compiling into what makes the person you are. So maybe the fact that I didn't experience my first winter until after I was already a year old changed how I view the world.
Correct. I don't know. Do I know what those effects would be? No. But it's also, I really like personality assessment kind of things.
I mean, I do like personality assessments, but it's when it comes, like, the Enneagram is kind of fun, I feel like. But then when you get into, like, the moon...
You like the Enneagram?
I mean, I just think it's fun. I don't care that much about it. I don't, like, know what my sign is or anything. I don't know what it is.
What's your number?
I don't know my number. I don't know what it is.
Oh my God.
Because I've taken the test.
Like, whenever you mention the Enneagram getting asked what your number is?
Yeah, I don't. The thing is, I've taken the test several times, and I get a different number every time.
Well, you're not supposed to take the test.
What do you mean I'm not supposed to take the test?
No, you're supposed to read about them, and then you have to decide for yourself which one you are.
Really? There's an official test.
Yes. No, the tests are wrong.
Okay.
Read any book about the Enneagram will start out with the part that says don't take the tests.
I've never read a book on the Enneagram. You read books on Enneagrams?
Okay.
Okay.
I have.
If you've read the handbook, it says right on the first page.
Obviously.
The thing is, I feel like I can definitely pick out the ones that I'm not, but then it comes to like 3 that I feel like I could equally be in.
Okay, what are the 3?
I don't know off the top of my head. Are we looking them up right now?
Okay.
Are we looking them up?
Yeah, I have. I have another website that I will send you a link to. That's definitely not of another virus.
I can't wait. Okay, here they are. I'm gonna figure it out.
Because you're supposed to read about them, and then, yeah, there's a. I hate saying it'll speak to you, but yeah, whichever one you relate to is you. There's a really cool album by Sleeping at Last, I think, where he made a song for every number of the Enneagram, and when the Enneagram was getting popular, the way to figure it out was you would listen to the album, and then whichever song made you cry.
Oh my gosh. What album is this? I'm definitely going to listen to this after we do this.
It is a really good album.
Sleeping at Last. Never heard of it.
If you type it, yeah, Sleeping at Last Enneagram.
And then is it like just whichever one you feel like you connect with the most is the one you are supposedly?
Yes. Yeah, that's not a sure way.
Yeah, obviously.
But it's a very fun way. It's a very art. I'm an art hoe. Okay, it's a very art hoe way to do it.
I like it. I'm a fan. I'm trying to find it on.
But yeah, have
Atlas Enneagram.
Yes.
Okay. It looks like type 2 is by far the most popular one on Spotify. It has 60 million listens,
Okay.
and none of the others
So-
have cracked like.
Type 2. This is one of my favorite facts about, like, I love talking about the Enneagram, but I really love how many. So it's very popular among Christian circles.
Yeah,
Right.
because they want the fun of.
For some reason.
They want the fun of astral signs, but they think that it's anti-Christian to believe in them, so they have the
Exactly.
Enneagram, which makes more sense because
So
the
a lot of-
Enneagram is actually based on your actual personality versus whatever the heck star signs are based on.
But yeah, a lot of white Christian women think they're 2s.
I guess that's why that's the most listened to song on this album. Are they all like different genres of music, or are they like ambient music, or what is it?
Just listen to them.
Right now? I'm not gonna listen to it right now.
No, not right now.
Okay.
But like that's what I would say to anybody is just look up Atlas Enneagram and listen to them.
Okay. I will. That's what I'm gonna do. But just looking through these descriptions,
Yes.
there are several that I feel like, just from these 4 adjectives that I'm reading, there are several that I feel like I could be, and not one of them is jumping out to me. But I can say for sure which ones I'm not. I am not the reformer.
Okay.
I am not the helper. I'm not an achiever.
Okay. Okay, read more about him because the title isn't everything.
Yeah. No, I wasn't. I was also reading the descriptions. I wasn't just saying the title. I could see myself as an individualist.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, never mind. Individualist out of there. Never. I'm not the individualist.
Okay.
Definitely an investigator. And peacemaker, investigator, or enthusiast. Those are like the 3 I feel like I could equally be, just from these adjectives.
I thought I was a type 7 for a while. The enthusiast.
I could definitely see you as the enthusiast. The thing is,
I also thought I was an 8 for a bit.
I'm definitely not an 8, and I could see you as an 8.
Yeah, that's fair.
7, I feel like that does describe like how I feel, but I wouldn't. If that's like only associated with extroverted people, I'm definitely not an extroverted person. So like I don't know how many of these are.
So the busy, fun-loving type, spontaneous, versatile, distractible, and scattered.
Yeah, that describes me, I feel like, pretty well.
You are so scattered. It's hard to see you sometimes.
I am extremely scattered. You don't even know. Don't talk like you know how scattered I am.
I'm sorry, forgive me.
Okay, wait, so what are you then, if you're not the others?
I believe I am a type 4.
The individualist. Okay, yeah. The other one that I could be. Maybe that's why you and I get along so well. We're just a couple of individualists. Actually, 2 individualists would not get along well because they're self-absorbed and temperamental.
So that's what I was going to say. Type 4s don't typically get along with each other.
Wait, this is the one I was saying I wouldn't be. This is the one I thought I was at first and then took it back and said I wouldn't be it. So.
Yeah. It means you're a mopey bastard.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely you and not me.
Yes.
Just kidding. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Isn't there like a, so you said you read a book on it, and that, I guess that what tells you like the different areas you
I
need
can't
to
remember
grow
the
in?
name of the book.
Like you feel like it informs how you should, be viewing things differently.
Yeah, a lot of it is. It's a lot different than other personality things because a lot of it is based off of your core fear.
Yeah. What is
like that? That's a common buzzword in Enneagram talk is core fear.
What's your core fear? Is this getting too deep?
No, according to the Enneagram, my basic fear is that they have no identity or personal significance.
Jeez.
Yes.
Don't we all?
Oh, here, let me read what were the ones you thought you thought you were again. I'm gonna see what your fear is.
Okay, so I'm either 7, the enthusiast, 9, the peacemaker, or 5, the investigator. One of those 3.
Okay. Is your basic fear of being deprived and in pain?
Deprived and in pain? Like, am I
Correct.
scared of being in physical pain? Like, am I scared of hurting myself? Like, tripping and falling? What does that mean?
No, not necessarily. Emotional pain counts.
I mean, okay, read me the other fears, because I mean, sure, I'm afraid of that. I don't know if, but I need to have like the
Is
base.
your basic fear? Are you afraid of loss and separation?
Nah.
Are you afraid of being useless, helpless, or incapable?
No. I guess probably the first one. I would say I'm the most scared of being being in pain and deprived.
Deprived and in pain, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, that one sounds a little more scary than those other 2 you just said.
Okay.
Kinda...
Do you want to see your key motivation?
I don't like the way you're laughing as you read it, so maybe. What is it?
It's just... So, okay, I love personality things. I really do.
Wait, which one is that?
Sometimes I read about them, and I'm like, this is so dumb.
Which one is that? The deprived one?
The chemo... So, it's just the buzzwordiness of all of this.
But which...
Makes me want to vomit.
Which number is it of that one?
This is 7, type 7.
Okay.
So, your key motivation. You want to maintain your freedom and happiness, to avoid missing out on worthwhile experiences, to keep yourselves excited and occupied, to avoid and discharge pain.
I mean, that all sounds good to me.
You want to discharge pain?
I mean, I don't want to charge it. That sounds good.
Discharge pain makes it sound like you're going to assault somebody.
I might. You never know. I mean, let me click. I'm gonna click through these others and read the key motivations.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely not 8. Definitely not.
But yeah, it's just whenever I read something that's uber buzzwordy, like with things like key motivation and basic fear, it's like I feel like my alarms go off and I'm like someone's trying to manipulate me into giving them money.
Yeah. Pay us $5 if you want to read your actual weaknesses.
Is it $5?
No. I was just joking. That's what.
Oh, okay.
I love their little examples of other people. Like I would read these and relate to them. Oh my gosh, yes, Brad Pitt. I'm just like Brad Pitt. Yes, I must be 7.
You're just like the 14th Dalai Lama.
I knew it. I was like, I didn't know what number I was, but I was like, whichever one the 14th Dalai Lama is, that's me.
That's you. I agree.
And Fred Astaire, I've always felt a connection to Fred Astaire.
Who's Fred Astaire?
I think he's an old actor.
Oh,
Maybe he's
okay.
a singer. Oh my god,
You're just like Paris Hilton.
Yes. Me and Paris just want to maintain our freedom and happiness and discharge our pain.
We're all about that discharging pain.
And Joe Biden. I'm just like Joe Biden.
Is he on here too?
And
wow.
Charlie Sheen. Bette Midler. Fergie. Miley Cyrus.
You're
Britney
just like
Spears,
Fergie.
Howard
I am
Stern.
so jealous.
Yep. I'm just like, what's her nickname?
Fergie?
I thought she... No, maybe Fergie is the
It is.
I thought she... Okay, never mind.
Isn't her name like Fergie
another
Ferguson or
name.
something like that?
That's a terrible... Is her name actually Fergie Ferguson?
I heard that somewhere, probably.
I hope not, for her sake. Her name is Stacey Ann Ferguson.
Oh, okay.
And so she got Fergie from Ferguson. Her parents didn't name her Fergie.
Gotcha. That would have been amazing if they did, though.
That would have been...
Fergie Ferguson?
That would have been something. I feel like
I would bully that kid so much.
They should just start naming their child like some riff off the last name. That would be so funny.
Everybody should.
I was gonna say I don't want to say. I was gonna make a joke about our last names, but I guess we're not saying our last names.
Mine would just be Shelly squared.
Shelly squared.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Shelly.
Oh, I got you. Mine would be
Forbin.
I don't know. Forbin. Yeah, I mean that would make sense. Forbin 40.
No, 4 men.
4 men. What are you trying to say? 4 men?
Like the guy, the construction site guy, 4-man.
Oh, 4-man. Yeah.
And also 4 men. You're going to have 4 men children.
I'm also gonna have 4 men. By the
So
way.
you can name the first one 1 man, the second one 2 man, and then 3 man and 4
The
man.
second one 2 man, and the third one Thurman. I like it. Okay.
I'm here for it.
Well, that's my. I'm a number 7.
Cool.
I'll embrace it. I can't wait to hear number 7 on this album.
Go for it. It's a great, even if you aren't into the Enneagram, it is very good music.